Hey, you guys, it's Brandy. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to share something kind of personal with you guys. I have struggled for a long time with low energy and feeling unmotivated. And finally, over the last couple of months, I feel like I am in a much better place. I feel comfortable enough that I'm coming here with you guys to share what has helped for me. Because if you don't have energy and you don't feel motivated and you're not connected to your passions anymore, these things will probably help you. So let me just start at the beginning. I had some childhood trauma. I had some adult trauma. There were some things that I was working through. And then just genetically, I have depression. And all of that came to a head last year when I was working a job with a supervisor who was just not a nice person and really brought all of those things to the surface for me. I ended up taking short-term disability. And during that time, I became committed to figuring out how I could survive in this world because y'all, I was struggling. It was really bad. It was really ugly. More than just not having energy, more than just not feeling motivated, but not being able to be creative, not feeling connected to anything or anyone. I was scared. I was really, really scared. So what I ended up doing was, number one, talking to my doctor. And it ended up that I had very severe anemia, like to the point where she said, "How did you even get here?" So if the score was 13 or something like that, I was at a 2. I was very severely depleted. I had no iron pulsing through my blood at all. My brain was cloudy and foggy. I couldn't remember things. I couldn't get words out. It was bad, y'all. It was really, really bad. So I got on an iron regimen, and just a few months ago, I had a surgery to correct an issue that I was having. And it's been just night and day the way that I feel in terms of having energy. And even though I still am slightly anemic, I can do things that I had not done in years that I didn't even realize I was missing out on. It was really crazy. So that happened. The second thing that happened was I got on medication for depression and for anxiety. So taking 2 different medications, Lexapro and Wellbutrin, and working together, they have just been amazing for me. Now, talking to your doctor, they may give you something else, but those 2 together have just been really, I want to say, a lifesaver. The challenge that I have with that is I was still kind of suffering from not feeling motivated. Well, actually, when I was just on the Lexapro, I was feeling not motivated. I didn't have anxiety. I was feeling kind of flat. And so I talked to my doctor about that. That's when they added the Wellbutrin. When they added the Wellbutrin, there was a little bit of issue with that, but it tempered off. And now I feel connected again. I feel passionate about creating again. I feel passionate about my loved ones and wanting to connect with them and wanting to know what people are doing. I remember things. I have energy. It's so, so different. So I wanted to just share that because I know a lot of times when folks are low energy, when you can't do anything, where you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm just not myself. I'm not interested in anything. I don't have any thoughts. I'm just exhausted. Sometimes people are like, well, you just need to work out. Yeah, that might help. Or you just need to say affirmations or motivate yourself or, try this special drink. But sometimes it's more than that. Sometimes it's something physical that you need a doctor to give you some support with. So that's the first part of it. The second part of it is once I got those things in order, I was still struggling because it had been a while since I was feeling connected to my art, to writing, to just creating in general. And so here's what I want to suggest to you. If you feel like, oh, I'm not depressed, I don't have anxiety, I know that my iron levels, my thyroid is good, I'm good in that sense, but I'm just feeling not creative. I'm feeling unmotivated. So here's what's been helping for me. First of all, let me share. I saw this video with Nipsey Hussle. It's Nipsey Hussle, and he's sharing all sorts of like life lessons and things like that. And one of the things he talks about is just building brick by brick. And so I say that to myself now every day, like just brick by brick, doing one thing. And so feeling unmotivated for me stems from not showing up, not being consistent, not doing what I say that I'm going to do, not for other people, but for myself and for my art. It's, over planning, overthinking, not taking action. And so I've just started brick by brick, taking action, showing up for myself so that I can prove to my craft that I am worthy of it. So I shared in another video that for the last over a month now, I've been doing morning pages from The Artist's Way. I've been writing 3 pages a day. I just finished one notebook. I started another notebook yesterday, writing 3 pages a day in the morning, taking walks, going on artist date, just doing things that are just benefiting me as an individual, as an artist, that's showing myself love, that's nurturing the creative in myself. And it's definitely been helping. But I can tell you this, if I had not dealt with the mental stuff, if I had not dealt with the physical stuff, I don't think this mindset stuff would have worked at all. So I just want to tell you, if you're feeling like you have no energy, if you're feeling like you're unmotivated, you don't know what to do, I want you to know that I see you. I've been there and I'm on the other side, and you can get to the other side. So talk to your doctor. Even if you can't get with a therapist, because listen, trust me, I know that it is difficult to get to a therapist. Your primary care physician can get you some mental health medication. They can get you Wellbutrin, they can get you Lexapro, they can get you Zoloft. Talk to them about what you're dealing with and they can help you with that. They can prescribe that for you. Secondly, show up for yourself. Start little. Just start by being consistent. Don't start with the end in mind. Don't start thinking, okay, I'm unmotivated. I want to have a business and I haven't done anything yet. Okay, brick by brick. What can you do today? That's not planning. That's not planning. What can you do today that's actually taking action? You can create the product and put it on sale. You can let people know that you're selling it. If it's about being creative, you can make art, not art that's going to be sold, not art that's going to be perfect, but just art to remind yourself how to do art. I've been doing that with my writing. I wrote a play that was not great. I am writing another play that's not great. But in writing those not great pieces of work, I was able to write an article that is pretty great. So being able to work those muscles again and remind yourself like, hey, this is who I am. I'm here still. This artist is here still. This creative is here still. And nurturing that is going to benefit you super, super a lot. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.